I welcome you all, students. Today we are going to understand about the sentences, and in this topic of sentences, phrases, and clauses, today we will understand about the sentences, and then we will understand phrases and clauses also. So, firstly, let's understand what are sentences or what can be called a sentence. And you know that you can only speak in sentences and you can only write in sentences. So obviously the importance of sentence is very much in English or for our communication. A sentence is a group of words which make complete sense. Complete sense. They begin with a capital letter, and end with a mark of punctuation. These are the group of words which make complete sense. Another thing we can say, a sentence begins with capital letter and it ends with some mark of punctuation. For example, mark of punctuation as full stop, question mark, or exclamatory mark, or exclamatory notion. For example, why did you go there? Why did you go there? So here we can see that it has a capital letter in the beginning and there is a punctuation mark, question mark. This is first one. See another example. Oh, he is dead. Oh, he is dead. May God bless you. May God bless you. So here we can see that a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. It begins with capital letter and it ends with some punctuation mark. It can be full stop, it can be question mark, it can be full stop, or it can be mark of exclamation. Now let's understand what are the types of sentences. Sentences are divided in four types. Let's understand which are these. Types. Types of sentences. There are four. Number one, assertive, assertive or declarative. Declarative. Second one, interrogative. Interrogative. Third, imperative. And the next one, optative. interrogative sentences, assertive or declarative sentences. These are of two types: affirmative, and negative. Assertive sentences tell us some facts. These tell us facts, or they talk about the action taken by the subject. Okay, these are the normal sentences. We can say these are the normal sentences. These express facts, or these tell us about the action of the subject in a normal way. Okay, these are affirmative and negative. Example, these are positive sentences, and these are negative sentences. These are negative sentences. In interrogative sentences, as you know, these ask question, using question word which begins with WH. And when a question begins with question word, this must be answered with full sentence. Okay, so these begin with question word, and these begin with auxiliary. Imperative. So when these begin with auxiliary, these can be answered with yes or no. But when they begin with question word, these must be answered by full sentences. Imperative sentences, these actually express some request, some command, some order, some suggestion, or we can say proposal. Okay. Optative, these express some wish, prayer, blessing, or curse. Now we will understand these sentences in detail. One by one we will take them and then we will understand them. So firstly we will take the first one, that is assertive or declarative. So let's see. Assertive, as I have told you, these simply ask you the question. Sometimes they ask the question, these can be positive, assertive sentences can be positive or negative. Interrogative asks the questions. So let's understand what are the assertive or declarative sentences. First one, assertive. These sentences simply tell us something in a positive or negative way. These are considered normal sentences when you normally tell something, whether it is positive or negative. These are of two types, as we have understood: affirmative or positive, and negative. So, example: he is my friend. He is my friend. India is my country. India is my country. So these are the examples. He is not a stranger to me. He is not a stranger to me. Okay. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know me. So here you can see these are the examples of affirmative and negative sentences, and these come under the category of assertive, or we can say declarative sentences. Now let's understand interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences, as you know from the word itself, these are used for asking the questions. But you know that there are certain methods of asking the questions. Sometimes a question word is used, and sometimes we use a modal or the auxiliary for asking the question. So let's see how it happens in reality. Second one, interrogative sentences. These ask us questions. These ask questions. There are two methods: using the question word. Using the question word WH. For example, who are you? What is your work? When question word is used for asking the question, the answer must be given in full sentence. Note here, the answer is given in full sentences. And let's see another method, using auxiliary. Does he work here? Here answer can be in yes or no. Are you from neighboring village? Are you from neighboring village? So here the answer can be in yes or no. Here the answer can be in yes or no. Here you need not write the whole sentence. So I hope you have understood interrogative sentences. These use, sometimes they use question word, sometimes they don't use the question word. When they use the question word, the answer must be given in a full sentence. And when they use the auxiliary, then you can answer them in yes or no. Now the next type of sentence that we are going to understand is imperative. Imperative, as we have already understood in the beginning, these make request, these give commands, these give suggestions. So let's see. Suggestion, request, command is given by these. Sometimes these forbid also, prevent you from doing something. So third type is imperative sentences. They express command, request, suggestion and prohibition. For example, open the window. Open the window. Open the window. This is a command. Open the window. Command. Please give me a glass of water. This is a suggestion. This is a suggestion. No, this is a request. This is a request. Get up early daily. Get up early daily. This is the suggestion. Prohibition. This is second, this is third, and this is fourth. Don't touch the fence. So this is prohibition. When you are prevented to do something, so here you can easily understand through these examples what are imperative sentences. Now the next category which we are going to understand is optative sentences. Nowadays optative sentences have been included in imperative sentences, okay? But we should understand them separately for our better understanding. So next one is optative sentences. These sentences express some wish, these express some blessings, these express some prayer. So let's see which are these. Optative sentences. This is our next category. Optative sentences. these express wish, these express blessings, these express prayer, and these also curse. These are used for saying the prayer, cursing somebody, blessing somebody, wishing best for somebody. So let's see. May you live long. May you live long. May you be ruined. May you be ruined. May God help. May God help him. May God help him. May he recover soon. May he recover soon. So here these are 4 examples, and these express 4 type of emotions. You can see, may you live long. This is obviously this is a blessing. May you be ruined. This is a curse. May God help him, prayer. May he recover soon. This is a wish. So in this way we have finished understanding of different type of sentences. I hope you have understood each and everything that has been explained here. And before I end, let me remind you, if you are a regular student, then you recommend the channel to your friends and well-wishers. And if you are a new student, then you subscribe the channel. Keep watching. Thank you.